What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Marcelino here. If you are new, then welcome. Yes, I'm speaking to you, the new persons. More than likely that the YouTube analytics is saying that 60% of the people that's actually watching this video is not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe, guys. But what are we here for? We're here to talk about how to handle losses within Forex. Now, I feel like I am more than qualified to actually speak about this topic just because at this current moment I'm doing the Funding Talent Challenge, and if you want to check that out, it will be somewhere here in the top corner. Just click on there and then you will be able to see my everyday process or progress of the challenge. And you guys will know that for the first 2 weeks I had a horrible trading experience, loss after loss after loss, and so I feel like I'm more than qualified to actually speak about this topic. So without further ado, let's actually get into that. Before you can actually understand how to deal with a loss, you need to understand what happens after a loss. What happens after a loss? More often than not, you as a trader will find yourself blaming yourself for that loss. And that is completely wrong. You should never be blaming yourself for a loss because the market is neutral. The market moves the way it moves, and perhaps you just made a mistake. Perhaps the market just wasn't moving in that direction. You followed all of your trading rules according to your trading plan, and it wasn't moving in that direction. So basically what I'm saying is, don't blame yourself. But the first thing that that happens after you do lose is most people actually blame themselves. They get angry at the markets, and what that basically makes, or what that leads to, is you end up trading again because you feel that anger towards the markets, because you think the markets, you took it personal in step number one with blaming yourself that the markets went against you. So now you're angry at the markets, and therefore now you're going to go in and you're going to trade again, which leads to actually over trading. Now, that is one of the biggest problems when you start taking things personal. What I would want you to do, if you take one thing away from this video, is write this down, stick it on your wall, tattoo it on your chest, tattoo it on your hand, do something with it, place it on your desktop for all I care, but just write this down, that the market is neutral. All of the information that gets delivered neutrally. So it doesn't matter what type of strategy you are using, the market is not against you. Whatever you are seeing is from your perspective. So the market does not, you shouldn't get angry when you lose, basically, because it's going to move that way irrespective of whether you're in the market or not. So what I'm saying is, take that anger out of the market and place it into some other area of your life where you can actually use it for positivity. Okay, so those are the two main things that happen after a loss. So those two things lead to actually you overtrading, and therefore you are actually watching this video. You are watching this video because you probably caught a big loss, or you caught multiple losses, or you, like me in the first part of the challenge, were coming off from a losing streak or are within the losing streak. So Marcelino, how do I actually handle losses? Number one, guys, step back. Just step back. Take an hour away from the charts. Take 30 minutes, take 15 minutes, take 5 minutes away from the charts. In fact, if you are a day trader, at least add this to your trading plan that you read every day. Have 5 minutes in between trades. At least 5 minutes in between, whether it's a winner or a loser. Doesn't matter. If your TP gets hit, walk away from the charts for 5 minutes. Don't take a trade immediately. If a SL gets hit or a stop loss gets hit, walk away from the charts and come back in 5 minutes time. That is the minimum amount of time that you need to walk away from the charts, to then come back within your trading session, especially for day traders. Now, if you're a swing trader, take the next day off possibly, or just forget about the trade and just completely just go away. But most people that's actually watching this is probably day traders, and you've taken 3 trades and you've lost 3 trades, and you're thinking, damn, okay, where where did I go wrong? Guys, as I mentioned, the market is neutral, right? So whether you win or lose, just let your edge play out. Now, more than likely, if you are asking this question, how to deal with losses, you are probably over leveraging your account. And if you are not over leveraging your account, you are over trading. One of two things: over leveraging or over trading. So, how do you deal with losses? Stop over trading and stop over leveraging. That's it, guys. Stop over trading and stop over leveraging. Why? Because you're exposing your account way too much. So now you are taking it personal. Once you exposed yourself enough, once you have really just opened yourself up for 25% of your account to be gone, or 50% of your money to just be gone, you're bound to end up on this video. So think about way ahead of time. Whether you're sitting, guys, think about this. You're sitting on a $50 account, which is it's barely anything, or $100 account, right? You're sitting on those accounts. Trade that account small. Trade it small, building up the skill to get confident enough for the next 3 to 6 months. Don't care about the money. Why? Because if you build that account up to, let's say, $200 to $300, what you can now do is you can use that money and the confidence that you had invested into a prop firm and scale your account up, because now you have the confidence as a trader. You're not losing money anymore. You're not dealing with losses the way you used to deal with losses. You're stepping away after a loss. You're catching fresh air. You're doing something else. And then therefore now what you are doing, you are allowing yourself to actually get that bigger account, to actually get a proper income from trading. So if you have $100 and you risking $25 on a trade to make $75, to make $50, obviously after 4 trades your account is completely gone. What's the point of that? That's not trading. You're not basing probabilities in your way, because if you are playing with probabilities, you're going to be saying over the next 100 trades, or over the next 200 trades, over the next 1000 trades, this is what my win rate should be, and therefore I know what I can win. But because you are not looking at it like that, you are looking at it from a monetary perspective. How much can I make over the next week? How much can I make over the next 2 weeks? What is your job paying you, first of all? Let me ask you that. What is your job paying you? In the next 6 months, you have the endless possibilities. After watching this video, you have endless possibilities of earning. Let's say you get a $25,000 account, of earning $3,000 in a month, and then scaling that up 6 months after that to then have a $400,000 account, and you can then earn $12,000 in a day just on a 1 to 3. You understand? Forex has endless possibilities. Stop being focused so solely on right now, guys. But with that being said, dealing with losses, if you are trading at a 1 to 2% to 3% of your account, that's perfectly fine. But now you have taken 5 to 10 losses in a row. Most good traders will say, if you have read the Market Wizards or the New Market Wizards book, you will see that most traders actually mention that when they are in a losing streak, they will dumb down their lot size, or they will take down their risk portfolio. But what I say is, initially, because I don't know what it is at the start of the month, if it's just with me, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if this happens to you guys too. But at the start of the month, or at the start of a quarter, generally I tend to start a bit slower. And so what I do is I have a step risk plan. So it's like I need to climb up on the risk plan, okay? So I start out with 0.5% risk at the month, and I'm gonna keep that at 0.5% until I reach 4 to 5% to then go up to 1%. Why is that? Because it doesn't matter how much losses I take, whether I'm trading at the prop firm or whether I'm trading on my personal account, is not really going to affect me that much where I have to drop my lot size. Why is that? Because if you drop in your lot size, this is what I think about this. If you drop your lot size after losing, let's say 5 to 10 trades, now the win that you're going to get is not going to cover those losses. And the important thing about, as I mentioned, about Forex is actually playing out probabilities. And the only way you can play out probabilities is to keep all other things constant. So your lot size needs to be constant, your risk management or your risk percentage need to be constant, okay? And my last tip as to how to deal with losses is get a hobby, man. Get a hobby. Dude, ladies and gentlemen, just get a hobby. So especially if you're a day trader, stop sitting in front of the charts for 7 hours a day. You're sitting in front of the charts like you're working a 9 to 5. What are you doing trading for? You're doing trading to save yourself time, to spend time with family, to uh, do other things and have more time. That's what most people say they want to do. You're doing it, so pick a trading session. If you're going to trade two trading sessions, London and New York, there's that 2 hours in between. Go to gym, go run, go do something, play games, do something. I would advise get some exercise in so that you can actually get your mind working too while you are exercising, getting your mind away from the screen, getting completely away from computers and TVs and all of those type of things. So that's what I would advise, guys. And that's the way you deal with losses, is just to basically remove yourself from the environment. Especially, you can kind of compare it to toxicity in life. The way you deal with it is first of all to remove yourself so that you can see what is happening. And then once you can see what is happening, you know how to deal with it. My last, very, very last tip is, this is a serious tip. Most of you probably won't even do this because I struggle to do it, but I do it. But most of you won't do it. This is my last tip. Add this to your trading plan. Add this to, I don't know where you want to add it to your whole. After you take a loss, if it has followed your rules, you're perfectly fine. Then you're going to ask why. Why did it go against me? Ask why. Always ask why. If you have not followed your trading plan and your trading rules and you have lost, I need you to write a Word document of 500 words. 500 words, guys. Not a word list. You can go more, but 500 words explaining why you went off from your trading plan, why you just moved completely to the curb. Okay, you just left the road and you just drove onto the shoulder of the road and you just went into wherever, into the forest or whatever the fuck you went into, but clearly you moved off from the road. So I want you guys to write that down, 500 words as to why you didn't follow your trading plan, why you broke your rules as to trading. Was it the fact that you took a previous loss and then now you enter in again? You go write that down and then you will be able to see. It's going to kind of be a journal for yourself where every time you take a loss and you know that you're not supposed to be taking that trade, when you're typing that out or when you're writing it out, and you come back at the end of the week and you see, okay, I had 4 of these documents. So that means 4 times I went against myself or I went against my rules. Why is that? You're going to be able to see a certain trade play out and then you'll be able to deal with that. Every person's going to be different. Every person's going to have a different reaction to why they did certain things. Some people might not even go against the rules because they might be very self-disciplined, but there might be losses. For those type of people, always ask why. For the other person who's typing out the 500 word document, once you're done typing out that 500 word document, you go back to the charts and you ask why too. Why did this trade go against me? Even though there's nobody around you, there's no mentor, there's no nothing, you ask yourself why, because from that assumptions and from those thought processes, you'll be able to learn a new methodology or a new way of thinking within the market. You might have thought that structure was bullish and now you're taking a buy, but when you start asking why, you'll be able to see that no, the last higher low or the last lower high wasn't actually taken out, and therefore once this candle printed, I should have waited for a breakout, and since the breakout didn't happen and the retest didn't happen, price then went down. Or you might find that a supply and demand zone, depending on how you trade, I don't use those, was taken out, but there's a better one at the top where price action is still in a downtrend and you can still apply that one, which is from a higher time frame. The only way you're going to find out and the only way you're going to get better is by always asking why. So those are my tips as to how to deal with losses, guys. I hope this has helped you. Comment down below which tip was meant for you personally, and then also comment down below as to how you actually deal with losses. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and from your boy Marcelino, peace out, man.